All right, so I'm in my office and I'm thinking about doing something with this shelving that's in here. I keep looking at it and there's just a bunch of stuff on it that I don't like how it looks right now. And I think that I would like to just put different stuff on it. I'd like for there to be more books on it. And I thought it would make sense for me to bring at least some of my reference books for like biblical stuff in here because this is where I do most of my Bible studying. However, I have a problem. All right, so hear me out. First of all, so this is the tallest shelf in here. All of the rest of them are like much shorter. So this is the tallest shelf in here. If I take this off and I take the tallest book I have for reference books, it does fit lengthwise. However, look at that. It sticks out like a few inches past this, and I'm not sure that I like that. So I don't know what I want to do with that. Also, you may have noticed that like it changes colors. We're renting this place and somebody started to paint this bookshelf and then changed their mind, and our landlord won't let us paint anything without previous permission. And so this bookshelf has just stayed like this, and I've just tried to work with it. So I'll still be trying to work with it, a half blue, half green bookshelf. But I'm trying to figure out like other stuff I can put on here, stuff that I think would just look better, and I do want more books in here. Also, I guess I have time to think about it because of the fact that I'm taking my daughter to a college, not orientation, but like checking out the college, and it's like an overnight thing. It's here in town. So she will be staying overnight. I will be coming back to my own bed. But I won't be able to actually really work on this tonight. But it does give me time to think about it. I don't know. All right, so it's been a couple of days. I've had some time to think about this, consider my options, and here's what I'm looking at right now. First, I'm going to clean this because these shelves need to actually be cleaned. Second, I thought, with the different colors, because whoever didn't actually paint the whole thing, my thought at first was to try to find the blue paint that they had started painting it. I cannot find it. It is not one of the paints that was left behind when we moved in, so I will not be doing that. I'm not going to spend money to go get paint to try to match this. And like I said before, our landlord is very picky about allowing us to paint literally anything, even if it's just to paint it white. So I won't be painting this. I thought also about getting some contact paper and doing the back of it like I did my bookshelves in the living room. But honestly, that takes a little longer than what I want to put towards this right now because I want this to look nice, and I want it to look nice now. I want it to feel better. And things are already a little bit in disarray in my office now because of taking stuff off of here, and my brain doesn't say, okay, rearrange and then it's done, like make it look different, one step it's done. No, my brain breaks it down into a million steps and then it's overwhelming. So adding another step to that by putting on contact paper, not in the mood for it. So we're going to try to make this work as well as possible, because honestly, when there's stuff on it, you can't really tell as much that it's two different colors. And if I put stuff on there and I just really hate the two different colors, then I will go and get some contact paper and put it on there. But as for right now, I just want to go ahead and clean it and get some stuff on, and at the very least, get a feel for it. So I did go to the store earlier just to, well, one, I wanted to get a picture frame for the watercolor that I painted. So I just went and got a picture frame for that really quick. It's just from, oh, the Dollar Tree. Is that broken? Oh no, it's just loose cardboard inside. Okay, anyway, so I got a picture frame from the Dollar Tree just to put this in so that it can look nicer, and I'll put it up here. And then I also got a couple of just little decorations that I saw while I was walking through. I got this orange candle, and it's just, you guys, it's so pretty, and the designs on there, and I felt like it kind of went well with this purplish pinkish one. And so I'm gonna try to find some spots on here. Hopefully it will look good. And then for everything else, I'm just going to use what I already have. I want to use the books that I already have, obviously, because the whole point is to bring my nice looking books in here. And I have a bunch of decorations on my bookshelves in the living room, so I might just grab some of those and implement them here. Okay, so the other thing. I had mentioned in my previous clip that the books that I have stick out. So I think that this, well, I have a very strong feeling that the room that we're in right now that I'm using as an office used to be a sunroom. And then somewhere along the line after building it, people decided to turn it into an extra actual room. And I think that this right here used to be a window that goes into what is now my daughter's bedroom. So I think that that's why these bookshelves are so thin, because they just took the space where the window was and were just like, put shelves. So because of that, it doesn't fit the normal, well, at least the big books. So it doesn't really fit them. I think that even some of my other books would be too wide, like even my smaller ones. So my thought is, I don't know if I'll do it for these bigger reference ones. I don't know. These ones I might just have stick out or something. I don't know. But for most of my other books, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn them this way. That won't fit there. Anyway, but you get the idea. I'm going to turn them this way and have them facing out so that it's not sticking out over, and we'll get to see some of the prettier books and just have like a nice little aesthetic here. That's my plan as of right now. We'll see if it changes, but that's what I'm working with. That's what I'm thinking. So what I need to do first, before I start trying to figure out what I'm going to put on the shelves, is I need to clean the shelves. So I will see you guys in a bit. Okay, so it's clean, and now I just need to go look at my bookcase in the living room and decide which books I want to bring in here and work on putting the painting into the frame and just seeing what other little knickknacks or whatever I want to bring in here as well. So, oh my gosh, it's so hot in here. I turned off the AC this morning because it was so cold and it was a cold morning, and now it's hot, and this office does not get very good circulation in here, so this is like the hottest room right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to turn on an extra fan or something for in here. So I'm gonna go take care of that, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, you guys, so I'm going through trying to find stuff to put on the shelf, deciding, what would go good, right? And I came across this picture of my grandma and grandpa when they got married. So first, let me show you my mom and dad, what they looked like shortly after they got married. And then I will go ahead and show you my grandma and grandpa. That way, like, you'll see my dad and you'll have kind of a reference for my grandparents, I guess. But let me show you real quick. So this is my mom and dad shortly after they got married. So obviously my mom. And then this is my dad. He joined the military right after they got married. So as you can see, they got married kind of young. Look at them. My dad was just a baby right after high school, and so this is what they look like. Now let me go ahead and show you the picture of my grandparents. So this is a picture of them, and it's in like a bit of a plastic film, so I'm sorry if it gives like a weird warpy vibe. But these two right here are my grandparents. That is my dad's mom and his dad, Carol and Donald. And I've always loved this picture of them. Look how cute they are. And I always kind of thought that my grandpa looked just kind of like Ben Affleck in the Pearl Harbor movie. But anyway, look how adorable they are. They're so pretty. I just thought that that was just a kind of fun thing to show you guys, just because sometimes I forget that I have that picture because I have it put away. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, look how precious they are. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Anyway, I'm almost done with the bookshelf. I'll show you guys here soon. All right, so I think it's done, at least for now. I spent a good portion of the day on it, and it's at least to a place where I feel much better about it. So I'll go ahead and show it to you guys up close here in a second, but I will say, like, you can probably see just like you can really tell the parts that are painted, the parts that aren't, and I did my best to kind of go with that, but there's only so much I can do. So, um, honestly, I might end up just going ahead and doing contact paper. We'll see. But for now, like I said, I'm pretty happy. Let me go ahead and bring you along to show you what it actually looks like. Okay, so this top shelf kind of has just some of my resource material for Bible study. So I have the Strong's Exhaustive Concordance, and this is like, it has also the Greek and Hebrew words and their original meanings, and then this is the Interlinear Bible. I have a commentary in here, a study Bible that has just a ridiculous amount of information in it. I have a Bible dictionary, a couple of them. And then I have some of the books that I'm working on right now with different Bible studies. I had mine up there. My son said I should put it there. So I got this cute little votive candle holder that I showed you guys earlier. That one's really pretty. And then I went ahead and framed my watercolor painting. So then, that's that shelf. And it's not so bad looking. And then you come down here, and I have my mama and my daddy. And then this beautiful copy of Lady Susan, the Watsons in Sanditon by Jane Austen that Sarah Collar sent me for the Jane Austen July thingy that I won. This really pretty orange candle. You guys, I know I showed this to you guys already, but look how pretty that is. I just love it. Anyway, so then I put this vase and a picture of my husband and I from a few years ago. We got some candle holders. We got Tolkien, another picture of my husband and I. Don't look, we're kissing. Okay, and then I got some of just the books that I love, but are also just have the prettiest covers. Then I just love them. So I have Arena by Karen Hancock. I have the Guardian King series by her as well. All four of these just have beautiful, beautiful covers. My son really liked this cover, and it is a beautiful cover. It has like little angel. I'm not going to pull the whole thing out, but yeah, The Masterpiece by Francine Rivers. I love the covers for the Books of the Infinite series by R.J. Larson. And then, of course, I had to add, it's falling. Okay, I had to add Ariadne and The Legend of the Fire Rose by Christy A. Cole because that is such a beautiful cover. All right, so that is the second shelf. Not too bad. Okay, so then I got down here to my Christian nonfiction. I have this book that is Battles of the Bible, and I thought that it would just go so well on this shelf because I tried to play with the whole blue and green thing, since that's what the shelves were. But then I decided to go ahead and add in like little pops of red, orange, or burgundy-ish colors or pink, just to kind of bring things out a little bit. So you kind of see that through the books or little things that I put on the shelf. So I have a lot of blue and green going on here, but you can see a little bit of orange in this. And honestly, that's such a beautiful cover. And then I have this orca that this is actually done by the same artist that my parents had one of that had just two much bigger orcas. But I saw this at a thrift store and I just had to have it. And then wherever the orca is, I have to have the little sailboat too. So I always try to have those near each other on a shelf. I love them together. I have Fresh Wind, Fresh Fire by Jim Cymbala, Anything by Jenny Allen, The Dangers of a Shallow Faith by A.W. Tozer, Secret Believers by brother Andrew Al Jansen, for the love of Peter, I can't talk, Hearts of Fire by Voice of the Martyrs, and then a picture of me and my family on Christmas Eve in Utah. And then for the last shelf, we have the Count of Monte Cristo, just a little votive candle holder, Northanger Abbey, Mansfield Park, The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins, another little votive candle holder, and this kind of cool feather that was painted. And I found it at a thrift store, and I thought that was kind of cool. And then I looked it up, and it was actually like really popular. So this is the bottom shelf. I'm not entirely thrilled with the bottom shelf. I may try to find something else to do with it, but for now, it's kind of matches pretty well with the other ones, and we have little colors throughout that just kind of draw your eye to the whole thing. And so I'm pretty happy with it right now. But I may go ahead and get, like I said, some contact paper just to have some uniformity to the shelves. And I might do something different with the bottom shelf. But for now, I really am very happy with it. So anyhow, that's it, guys. Thanks for joining me, and let me know what you think. I'd like to know what you think, and if you have any tips of if I decide to go ahead and do contact paper, which I think I will, if you have any tips, let me know what color contact paper you think I should go with, because right now I'm kind of leaning towards a light blue, kind of like this. I feel like it would go well. But anyway, you guys let me know what you think. All right, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you around. Bye. God bless. I'm dancing on the grave that I once lived in.